My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 5th, 2024. It is 1:42 a.m. I don't know if I'm gonna do two videos. This is the list that I have. I started putting it together right after my last video yesterday. So I have about 14 tweets, and I have some more here. Many of them don't have to do anything with the Sussexes, but I have them here. At some point I might record them, but I'm not too, because they have nothing to do with the Sussexes, but just some of them have some good information. But I don't think I'm gonna record them tonight, but I'll do this. Alright, so let's look at the background. Feel free to skip. 4,262 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue, what the hell? It went back to 200? If you look at the last 3 or 4 videos, one of them, there's a day I didn't record. I think it was either on Monday I didn't record or Tuesday. What's today's date? Today's the 5th, is Wednesday. Yesterday I recorded, so Monday I did not record. So Sunday, what was Sunday's date? Sunday's date was the 2nd. Could be the 2nd. Let's see if I have a video that's date the 2nd. There's the 4th, there's the 2nd. Yeah, maybe this one. There's 2 parts to it. I believe this is the first part. Part 2 is either on PYTE, because at the beginning I remember I have the amount, and then at the end I have the amount had changed. The estimate revenue had changed. It was 215 or something like that. So how the hell does this go back to 200? I don't understand this. How the hell this goes back to 200? But anyway, wow. And I'm still in the payment period before the next, before they, put money into my account to pay me. So how is that estimate going down? Wow. All right, so let's look at analytics. 789 views. I don't have a video every, yes I do. This channel has more content than the other ones. Let's see here. You know what, let me not spend time on it. I could go on and on with it, because let's see here, 30th, 31, so June 1st, 2nd, 5th, there's some skip here because the other videos are on PYTE. And then 6 is on PYTE, 7 is over here, 8 is over here, 9, there's 2 videos, part 1 and 2, 10 is on PYTE, 11, we're back here, 12, there's this, and then I'll look, let's see, PYTE here. Now I'm on PYTE, 3,935 subscribers. Let's look at the content. Okay. So there they are here. There's July 10th. This one is something I keep on pushing off. I don't think I will share it over here. But anyway, so YouTube is playing me dirty. Definitely. $83. This one hasn't even reached 100 forever. But whatever. But this video will be on App Your Team Sussex. Let me grab the link. Let's look at the number one more time on App Your Team Sussex, because this is where I'll be putting it. And then at the end of the recording, we'll come back to see if it stays at 200. I don't know. All right, so let's go on Twitter. Let me look at something. Okay, so this is the first tweet. All right, BBC, Prince William, almost 42 years old, still needs to find his own voice. Oh, it looks scary here. Okay, so there's me here. He should have sat and ate his food and leave his brother's wife alone. Otherwise, he would have been getting all the praises and adoration of his brother's work. Now, the spotlight is on him to showcase his inept abilities. Oh well, that's the spotlight for y'all. It also shows bad things too. For people like it. Alright, breaking news. Born into wealth, 42-year-old Nepo baby billionaire still trying to figure out how to create check notes, social impact, if only his family had a motto about service or something. Think. Alright, if William at 42 haven't found his own voice, I think he should give it up and to do what every member of that family does, steal it from Harry and Meghan. He hopeless. The guy doesn't even, I guess, have a hobby. He's getting jaded and has nothing to show for it. The biggest con job the royals are selling are they are ridiculous wealthy. I do believe they have offshore money stashed away, but they're very restricted with their spending. It doesn't make sense why Charles keeps worrying for a bag of cash and back alleys. I don't know. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Keep on piling up and then you're gonna leave everything behind. After what's on the screen, that's it. His voice is to hate his brother 24/7. He will never have anything like Invictus because that takes time and work, which Peg seems allergic to. So he only has time to hate his brother and drink and go to football games. Willie must find his voice through therapy. Yep, he needs therapy. He's tried everything else. Maybe he'll find Kate Middleton too in the process because that racist woman been missing for going on 6 months now. Charles set the bar low and William still can't clear it. Well, William is setting it lower. Charles set it low, but William is gonna set it lower. Who knows what his son is gonna be? Set it even lower than that. Charles set the bar low and William still can't clear it. I don't like old chuckles, but his has a voice, his own interests and such since the 70s. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. Okay, spot the difference? He looks so ridiculous there. Look how he's standing. Oh my god. But who's making him do these things? He doesn't have to. I don't understand this. Is he like Trump where he's a freaking whining and then to ease his mind they say, here, go dress up? I mean, this is not the first time I've seen him, I've seen this image of him like that, but each time I look at it, different things come to mind. What's that thing between Willie's leg? I don't know. They make it. Is that the belt that what the hell is that? Lord, who knows? Do you mean the difference between a real military man versus the bald guy playing dress up for an earned assignment from his pa? Spotted the difference is easy. One looks like a soldier, the other look like he has on a costume. William looks like he's cosplaying. I don't know. I guess that fills his ego. He feels good after he put it on. I don't know. This is crazy. What did I... Let's go to the next tweet. I guess once he put it on, he feels better afterward. I don't know. 34 things are moving. Okay, so that's that. Next tweet. With that below, oh Lord, the shit the British media like the Daily Mail come up with to take away Harry and Meghan Netflix success. Harry and Meghan Netflix, December 20, 2022. Victoria and Beckham, September 2023. Almost a year. Part 1 of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix documentary debuted with 81.55 million hours view. Okay, so let's go over it. I think I shared this on my community board. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle dealt Netflix blow and rivaled the Beckham to blame. What? I have some other things regarding the Beckham. Is that why Charles come with what's this guy? Beckham? I think he's supposed to take some charities that had some issues in the past. I don't know. It seems like William cannot be compared or compete with his brother, so they're bringing out the Beckham. But the Beckham, we just look at the time that she mentioned. It's 2 different times. Harry and Meghan docuseries came a year before, and then months later the Beckhams. I mean, Remember, Netflix is a business. They need to make money. So for people to be able to see those things, those two documentaries, they can put them at the same time. They want people to focus on one. Who knows which one finished first anyway, for them to have it and debut it. But I don't know. But then again, okay, so many things going in my mind. Let's just read what's on the screen. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix viewing figures have fallen off a cliff, and they're now being smashed by David and Victoria Beckham. That was June 4th, yesterday, the headline. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are losing out in the battle with their rival, the Beckhams. The Sussexes were once the king and queen of Netflix. I mean, this is like childish kind of thing. They really, really want to make sure Harry and Meghan are not successful. And then this is a click as well to write some nonsense. Right, the Sussexes were once the king and queen of Netflix, having signed a multi-million-dollar contract which expired in 2025. However, their popularity fell off. Oh my God, that reminds me of the YouGov type of poll. However, their popularity fell off a cliff on the streaming giant platform in 2023, according to new figures. We are in 2024. And then that thing been out already. But anyway, Harry and Meghan's limited series volume 1 and 2 had just 1.9 million views and 12.6 million total views across the second half of the year. Then which one made a record? I shared this, but I don't remember the numbers. And to make matters worse, their former pals turned enemies. What the hell is this type of talk? Turn enemies? How the hell? These people, when I say evil originate over there, it does. How the hell? Just because Beckham and Charles have hang out, I mean, we already know, based on what I've seen so far, Beckham is a monarchist. How is that enemies? Alright, you people could explain to me because I don't get it. And to make matters worse, their former pals turned enemies, David and Victoria Beckham, achieved the top spot for global viewing, spelled here, with the staggering 43.9 million views for their documentary. That's a lot of misspelling here. Between, isn't 2E here? Between July and December. Okay, according to the Mail, Beckham's is number 1 with 3.5 times the viewing figures and 208.5 million hours views in the first 2 months alone. While the Sussexes doc was an instant hit, it seems viewers have now lost interest. I mean, how many times can you watch the documentary? I mean, I watched it once and I was done. And if I was thinking of something, or if there's nothing else to watch, maybe I'll watch it again. Okay, the reason for the Harry and Meghan's waning popularity once Netflix could be down to one factor. Speaking to the Mirror, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam, that's one of the guys who did the YouTube interview without seeing the Oprah interview.
We're going to be doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
So that's one of them, so we already know which way he's going. Richard Fitzwilliam shed light on the Sussexes Netflix deal, which is due for renewal next year. What does he know about Harry and Meghan's deal with Netflix? They don't know anything, or he doesn't know anything. He pointed out, quote, "It turns out next year and Netflix are no longer producing the series of The Crown as they previously were." This was known when the last season came. And I think I spoke about it in one of the videos. And some people were very disappointed of the last season because they didn't go over some things, or they switched some stuff up. And then I believe one of the people who worked in that project received some medals from the royal family or something like that. I remember talking about this in one of my videos. He pointed out, it turns out next year and Netflix are no longer producing the series of The Crown as they previously were. They might therefore have less interest in the Sussexes. No, there's no connection. Yeah, if they lost this contract with Archwell, their business and charitable foundation having so few donors, they might well be in financial trouble. They don't know anything. Since their exposes of royal life has made mega bucks, but little else had made money, the royal family better hope that this unpredictable and ruthless ambition couple, what the hell? He doesn't know anything.
By Laura Collins, Chief Investigative Reporter for DailyMail.com. June 3rd, 2024, updated a couple hours later on June 4th. So they keep on revising it.
Meghan and Harry's Netflix show has slumped to 211 on the streaming platform global chart, while Beckham is number 1 with 3.5 times the viewing figures. The royal couple's one-time close friendship with Victoria and David Beckham has similarly sour. They don't know, okay? For all we know, they could still be speaking privately, but they don't make anything public. But still, the Sussexes should be careful because Beckham is a royalist. Okay, so her thread continue. Losing what? David and Victoria Daiquiri is almost a year later. That's what I'm saying. And Harry and Meghan, first 2 weeks, views beat David and Victoria total views. Let's look at this here. Harry and Meghan official teaser. Alright, December 1st, 2022. The dates are very important. December 1st, 2022. Okay? Beckham documentary series official trailer. September 19, 2023. Okay? 22 and 23. Alright, let's continue. Part 1 of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix documentary debuted with 81.55 million hours viewed, making it the highest viewed documentary premiere for the streaming platform. Netflix says 28 million households have viewed the show so far. The documentary is 2-part. 3 episodes were released on December 8th, and the next 3 will be released on Thursday, December 15th, and it's December 15th, and its first week. Part 1 was in the top 10 list for Netflix shows in 85 countries. That very interesting. That's from CBSNews.com, okay? CBSNews.com. Part 1 was the top 10 list for Netflix shows in 85 countries. It was number 1 in the UK. They didn't mention that. How many views have Harry and Meghan on Netflix? 28.7 million household. Okay, household. According to Bob, it was the most watched premiere for a Netflix show in 2022 in the United Kingdom. It holds the record for the biggest debut for a Netflix documentary with a total of 81.6 million hours watched on its first 4 days. This is very important. First 4 days of release amounting to more than 28.7 million households. Alright, let's look. She did her research. Okay, the British media can compare the Sussexes' wildly popular documentary with anything William and Kate have done that's even half as popular, because the Wells have done nothing. So I guess comparing with the Beckham's documentary about England's favorite footballer will have to do, but it doesn't. Yeah, the numbers still doesn't match. But I understand this as well, because William is not doing anything. So it's like Charles is adopting the Beckham so they could compare with Harry and Meghan. This is ridiculous. Childish thing, okay? Childish thing. But it doesn't. That's why they didn't mention Harry and Meghan 2022 views and the first 6 months of 2023 views. The way they wrote the article, if you didn't know, you would think that Harry and Meghan Netflix docu is from this year, 2024. That's true. The British media are hilarious. Harry and Meghan probably haven't given the Beckhams a single thought. Yep. Alright. They expected to stay at number 1 after 2 years. There's me here. Okay, my thought exactly. The same people who saw it the first time plus new viewers will have to continue watching the same exact thing over. These people are ridiculous. Okay, they are just desperate to make anyone else seem more popular than Harry and Meghan. That says more about the wannabe than it does to the Sussexes. That's the way that I see it too.
so sick of all the comparison. Yeah, putting like, it's like all of their words isn't to a negative, like they're fighting, there was friends, now they're enemies. Wow, evil originate over there and it continue. God, do your thing. Okay, next tweet. It turns out that King Charles currently spent about $5.7 million, £3 million on Andrew's security annually. Let that sink in. Exactly. At this point, I don't know. But I guess it's good to point these things out because they're trying to put these under the radar. Okay, and Prince Harry, Meghan Markle didn't miss out on anything. Move on. They have freedom and their own millions. Okay, so she retweeted that. That was June 3rd, 2024. Bad news for Prince Andrew, shine light on Sussexes lost millions. I mean, what? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't figure these people out at all because these are freaking childish type of articles. Nonsense. Whew. A new report reveals the king spent more than $7 million a year on Prince Andrew, highlighting just what the Sussexes miss out on. Harry was willing to pay for his security, but they don't want to. So there's nothing. God is good. God is the almighty protection for them. It turns out that Charles currently spends about $5.7 million, £3 million on Andrew's security annually, with the Duke having only lost his government-funded protection in 2022, along with paying his brother allowance, thought to be well in excess of $1.9 million, $1 million a year. Okay, they're probably just saying it's Charles who's paying it, but still the thing just continue. I don't think they made any switch at all. And you must know the skeleton in the closet, because no way will deadbeat dad be spending that much on him otherwise. Maybe it was a condition and mommy's will, maybe, but knowing Andrew, he will fight back. There's that. That's an ad. I'm not sure I understand her logic of Harry and Meghan missing out. How can one miss out on being treated badly? This is the thing. Bingo. The Sussexes have financial freedom. Andrew is under financial control. The Sussexes miss out on nothing but gain everything. No lie detected. You're 100% right. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. Next one. So there's that. Seward, removing the Sussexes title will really confuse the Americans. No, I don't think so. There's me here. No, they are Harry and Meghan. Sussexes is just an attachment they can do without. That's Prince freaking Harry and wife Meghan Markle. They both made a name for themselves together and individually. So you can take that title away already. They don't need it. Alright, 52 people like it. Ingrid is... Okay, I think she's one of those people who did the interview as well, the YouTuber interview.
Doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R-B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
Ingrid Seward, I'm editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine.
Ingrid is the same players, okay? Don't expect anything positive coming out of their mouth. They're all a baggage for God. Ingrid's advice is that it's best to ignore Harry and Meghan. When will she start taking her own advice? Okay, it is obviously astonishing how stupid and ridiculous the royal family and their media dogs are. They gamble and lost. A weak-ass king tampon allow an incandescent with jealousy and rage Prince Willie leaks to ruin UK's credibility around the world. The royal family has lost all respectability. Okay, He's forever Prince Harry. That's it. He's forever Prince Harry and always highly regarded because he's the better son of the great Princess Diana. And Meghan is forever Meghan, the lady on our TV screen. Alright, yes, we will be confused because they have committed no crimes to warrant the taking of titles and because Andrew will still have his title despite some serious egregious behavior. Okay, we don't care about titles in the US. That's it. Yeah. Alright, the titles will confuse the Americans. Nope. Half of us call her Princess Meghan anyway, so we won't care. Alright, that comes from the mindset of the British who think titles are the end of the... Yeah, like I said, they always think... They make it seem like these things are like water and air. That comes with the mindset of the British who think titles are the end all, lol. Taking away their titles will do nothing but diminish that family. Not Harry and Meghan, lol. Harry and Meghan are unwithable, or unfucking withable. No matter what the palace does or doesn't do, it does not affect them. Can they at least try to hide their anti-American xenophobia? Like, seriously. Okay, after this, that's it. Okay, Americans don't care about the titles. They love Diana, Harry, and his family. Harry is so much like Diana, no one calls him Prince Harry. They say Harry and Meghan. The British royal family only matter in the UK. But they're working deeply into our system. I hate to say this. Okay, lol, Americans don't care. Many still call Princess Diana Lady Di. I love when Brits think they understand Americans. Okay, I just read these two. No, it will confuse the royalists. To the rest of the world, Harry and Meghan will remain just so, and their continued accomplishment expected. Let's test that theory, Chuck. Remove all titles from Harry and Meghan, Archie and Lily, and change the line of succession. Let's see who loses their minds. Harry and Meghan are still going to excel in their work and personal lives, but I can't say the same about the tabloid dogs, haters, and derangers. Yet these same royals reporters, they write stories about removing Andrew's title, who also doesn't do any royal duties. They never use Meghan's title when they write about her anyway. It's always Meghan Markle. Maybe these people should move on and write about the other royals and leave Harry and Meghan alone. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. If Harry really, well, I don't think he pay attention to them anyway. I'll make a press conference to denounce the title so they could shut their mouth. Alright, next tweet. Oh no, Harry and Meghan aren't invited to an event they weren't going to attend anyway. There's the what is it? Someone is getting married, and then the press, from what I've heard, he inherited his father's title, and then I think he is George's godfather, and then he's gonna get married, and then they're saying something about him not being inviting Harry, and I think there was a mutual understanding between Harry and that particular person that Harry will not attend. They agreed on it. And now the tabloid is running as if whatever is competition for these people all the time. Alright, can you imagine having gone to school to become a journalist and being reduced to this sort of crap? I know we have to get our feet in the door sometimes before we can make career advancement, but my goodness, to have to put your name to this sort of things. Okay, Harry and Meghan don't seem to care much about high society weddings or upper class social events. They've been fairly consistent about being seen primarily at personal, philanthropic, or work-related events. Turning up for turning up's sack is not their brand. Alright, Meghan then even leave the airport to go to an event that she will have been surrounded by people who respected her. Why would they think she will attend an event surrounded by vipers? Any excuse to use the word snubbed. Yeah, I rolled my eyes so hard when I saw the article headline. How they think these gotcha articles still work is beyond me. This is the thing, that's the only thing they know. This is what they did to Princess Diana. This is the same blueprint.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against you?
Yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we back her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
So this is why the squad is responding back to them. And then they don't like the squad. A lot of the squads I've heard were banned,
Suspended. They were suspended
from Twitter, or they were in punishment for a couple days or weeks or something like that, not to be on Twitter, like a timeout type of thing. And when they come back, they're like, I'm out of jail. Because each time the squad responds to them, they get upset and then they report the squad. That's why I don't even, this is not why I don't follow them. They have nothing significant of interest that will make me learn something new. They're writing garbage every day. I'm reading these, like I said, I'm doing this because not only I don't mind reading these things, but many of the squaddies who wants to be informed, who don't have the time to go to Twitter. Alright, next tweet. Leave the children out of this. Breaking point, royal family is hanging by a thread. It won't be long before Archie and Lilibet are called to action, one expert. Nah, leave the kids alone. Okay, the desperation. They should have appreciated Meghan while she was here. Instead, they allowed their envy and racism take over their senses. I won't help them if it was me. Not a chance. Okay, it's disgusting. The children are being dragged into the hate campaign. Okay, who is this expert? They need to be named and shamed via Twitter. Okay, and let them be emboldened by the Meghan haters. Nope. Alright. Leave the kids alone, period. Yes, that's what my tweet says. Keep seeing this, but no one posted the actual article. It's not hard to Google it. I'm not making it easy for them to get a click. Yeah. All you have to do is type that and then it'll pop up. Alright, let's go to the next one. This is why the squad do screenshot. Alright. Or they archive it and then put the archive version. Next tweet.
What makes these royalists think Harry and Meghan's kids will want to be around the leftovers, especially after they learn what that family liegemen, many on the aisle, and media sycophants and conspiracy with king and heir did to their mother and father. Also, who write this about babies? It's crazy.
Okay, that's the same headline. Breaking point. Archie and Lilibet will be called to action to help royal family, says expert. This is sick. Okay, question. Call to action to do what exactly?
Answer: be thrown under every passing double-decker in a feeble attempt to lift up the snakes.
We see you. Alright, desperate people that see their fantasy slipping away, that's who. Next, there'll be recruiting guy, Pula, Mia, Senki, and the chicken if it will save the royal family. They are running out of material. The desperation for something to write about almost make me sad. Nah, they are baggage for God, that's all. Are they suggesting child labor? I think in one of my comments I wrote that. Because this thing was popping up left and right. Yeah, are they suggesting child labor? Because those babies have school and I'm sure a busy social life as kids do. They must leave them alone, but also bold of them to assume there'll be much royal work to do when they grow up. That monarchy is hanging by a very bare thread because they can't let go of the idea that royalty is the apex of society and everyone wants in. Instead of accepting that, they integrate with no place, consequence in modern society. King Charles is a rich man from a rich family that carries the same weight of a rich family. His title, meh. Alright. Who's trying to deny their connection to the monarchy other than the monarchy itself, but also people make a lot of calls that go unanswered. For example, the call for their pa to return to England without their mama. He's left them on mute permanently. Alright, William has 3 children, Eddie has 2, Eugenie has 2, Beatrice has 1, Zara has 3, her brother has 2. That's way more than the slim down monarchy requires. Okay, what makes an expert an expert? OMG, we need a list. Alright, after this one, that's it. Not to mention they're making plans for these kids 15 to 20 years from now. Will the monarchy even survive that long? I feel bad for all these kids. None of them deserve the undue attention and meanness thrown their way. Press is vile. And they're trying to sneak in into the US because the Murdoch people already own half of the US papers, and then some of the UK, I don't know, CEOs of papers in the UK are coming in the US. People need to call them out. They're making plans. They're making their move. This is the same group, the GOPs, the royalists, the Tories. This is the thing here. They've been in for a very long time. I hope people are paying attention. I really hope people are paying attention. But what's good when you look at the flip of the coin of this, because when the media, pretty much the US media, have been hijacked, it's nonsense that they're throwing as well, put people in the blinder. But what came out of this is that many professionals in the US took it upon themselves to create YouTube channels. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about lawyers, people who have journalists. Look at Katie Couric. She has a YouTube channel. Even though they're not in the mainstream media anymore. Alright. The Midas Touch, I believe, they have different group, different people who run that channel, and they're shedding light onto the BS that's going on.
So on the flip side of them hijacking mainstream media, put people in the blinder, so you vote against your best interest, but there's some people who rise to the occasion and create their own type of form of communication, show the truth. All right, so yeah, when God give you lemon, you make lemonade out of it. So many of these people who took it upon themselves to make sure that how do you call this, that democracy survive. All right, did I read this? Did you know it was illegal for a female slave to identify the father of their children? You know why, right? I mean, they were being raped. So I mean, people will have a idea once a child is born. If you look at a black slave, all of a sudden there's a light-skinned child coming out of her, so you know what happened. It's like the open secret type of thing. All right, let me read what's there and then move on. Enslaved women were raped continuously. It would be difficult for her to know. It was usually the master or overseer. It wouldn't be hard to deduce, but what will happen to her if she did tell? She was probably sold because the slave owners were often, if not always, the father. Yeah, that's it. God help us. God help us. Baggage for God. That's it. Baggage for God. Next tweet. Alright, so there's that. That tweet that I just read should have been like at the last, after I finished with the Sussexes. I misarranged it, but I don't want to speak too much about it. Next one. The never-ending article about the Sussexes while the press refuses to touch Kate Middleton's absence just once again proves that if the Warriors wanted this coverage to stop, it would. That's another good point as well. Alright, this is a retweet of Kaiser Palmer. The left behind Windsors could teach the Sussexes about real royal work. Yeah, they want, this is the thing that they want people to talk about. The Beckham, Netflix comparison between Harry and Meghan, childish thing. But meanwhile, don't talk about Kate. It's completely missing. Again, baggage for God.
And don't forget, election is coming in the UK as well, so they want to distract people from real issues, so keep that in mind.
Not only did the royal family and Kate suddenly and completely stop trending, I have stopped even seeing posts about her or them, even by the account I follow. I have to specifically look up those accounts, and I see all of the posts that aren't coming across my timeline. How long is this going to continue? Harry and Meghan left over 4 years ago. At what point are they going to stop talking about them there? It's just so odd. This shows that the royal family is not interested in stopping the harassment of Harry and Meghan, and nor was it interested in doing so in the last 8 years, because all this did not start after the Oprah interview. That is true. And there was something else. Don't forget, there is the lawsuit that's coming, I believe, in January or February of next year. You would think they will stop. Oh my God. Okay, they shouldn't even be the thing that I was thinking is, remember after the Fragmore, they were saying that this is why they had to pay Fragmore, so they could stop talking about them. And after they solve one issue, they pick up another one. Again, God needs to give these people baggage. Alright, they shouldn't even be included in an article about how the bread and butter events are actually working. Sorry, William, as they quit that job years ago. That's what is so outrageous about it. Well, sorry, William, for what? Because William is the one who kicked them out. Okay, what exactly are they left behind Windsor's doing anyway? Keeping a low profile quite successfully isn't considered hard work, real or otherwise. There has to be super injunction giving the other silence, and I assume it's far-reaching since there's been nothing about the kids or her parents in the press lately other than select photos of William and George. Real royal work bears no resemblance to real work at all. I suspect Harry and Meghan are already aware of that. Okay, let's move on. I didn't even go into that. Alright, so I just read the retweet. Comment under the retweet. Alright, so there's back to the Beckham again. I have 3 more after this. David Beckham once called the honor committee for OBE's unappreciative after he was denied a knighthood.
He is now ambassador to King Charles' main charity. This one should have come at the beginning. Alright. Rest in peace, Brent Beckham. Hacked emails suggest ex-England captain called Gong bosses unappreciative after knighthood snub, refused to donate 1 million to UNICEF, declaring it's my effing money and well against tax bill advice. Wow, he's really after that. When was that? That was 2017. He's really after that knighthood. Oh Lord. Okay, the bee's knees, Herbeck's charm king, and now he's been made the first ambassador for King Charles' key charity. Could he be a step closer to become Sir David? He's going after her. They're making him work for it. They're making him work for it, and I don't know. I hope it's worth it for him. Oh my Lord. That's June 2024.
But shouldn't this be William's position to do this type of work, not David? Wow, this is crazy.
Wow. David Beckham allegedly raged against Catherine Jenkins' gong and foul-mouthed email. OBE for what? Taking coke? Her effing joke. The foodie ace was believed to be upset about being snubbed by a knighthood. That was 2017. David Beckham allegedly raged against Apple's darling Catherine Jenkins an explosive email after being denied a knighthood, branding the decision to give her an OBE effing joke. Okay, Catherine Jenkins says David Beckham has never apologized for being rude about her OBE. The footballer sent an email about the well singer, which was leaked online. When was that? 2018. And now the royal family are capitalizing on it. What is it? The other one who helped William, that was working with Harry and Meghan. What's his name? Jason Kenoff already received. What did he receive? Is it something like that? Some medal. I don't know the name of them. Alright, next tweet. Okay, oh no, the comments under the tweet. I'm embarrassed for Beckham. Me too. I feel sorry for him. Not really, but he's a grown-ass man. He should know better. I am embarrassed for Beckham because it's been so long since he played soccer that if he ever gets the knighthood, he's been debasing himself, for people will assume it's for his ass-kissing desperate. Yeah, this one I black. And life goes on. The Sussexes are focusing on their next project. LOL, poor little island. Why did I put this here? Okay, I don't even need. I blocked it. Alright, let's see here. Beckham is so desperate. Yeah, people see it. I really feel, well, not really feel bad, but it's like really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Next tweet. Two more. Oh my god, this one I just saw. Is this real royal work? She retweeted herself here. Prince William is a silly man. Collaborate with his mother's tormentor to drive out his brother, Harry. He has no one loyal to him at Kensington Palace. That horse in the background is just a reminder of how concubine Camilla made a stable boy out of Princess Diana's son. Oh my god, that is true. I swear I did not think of it that way. Wow, that woman, yes, this makes sense. Is that manure? Oh my god. Is this why King Charles III had to bring Beckham to have the British media compare the Sussexes with instead of this guy? Huh? Tax money at work, I guess. This is telling. Yes, she's right about that. I agree. What he's burying. That hurts. How did he forget? He's the son of one of the most iconic women in history. The thing greed and jealousy can do a person. Was he mucking out the stable? This is sad. Well, he bent the knees for these people to get positive coverage. Manure. Wow, this is sad. The son of Princess Diana, and they're making him do this. I mean, if it's your thing, you're doing it, that's fine, but come and take picture. There's me cleaning shit. Wow. Wow. I genuinely think his advanced team hates him. You couldn't come up with worse visual for a disconnect, out of touch, rich freeloader monarchy than a sweaty red face prince and a sport coat and dress shoes wielding shovel with less skill than a first grader and a sandbox. So William is deep in shit there. Are those shit I see? For the love of God, will someone please teach that man how to fake holding a spade? It's embarrassing. Okay, it looks like he's burying something. Oh my God, this is sad. Okay, this was a retweet of something. Okay, it started here. Palmer, the Left Behind Windsors, could teach the Sussexes about real work. Digging shit. This is why she put that. Wow, this is almost the same thing that I've said here. All he needed to do for his charity, one polo match, you know, raise money for some of the charities, but he's not thinking. I'm telling you, Harry is literally showing him what he needs to do, but he's not doing it. Who's telling him these things? Oh my God. Next tweet. Okay, this is a video. Let me copy it. This is a video. I have one more after this. Alright, so this is James O'Brien. It June 3rd, so it's recent. For a minute I thought it was old, because I sort of listened part of it. I thought it was old. Now, why did he hang up the phone? Alright, 3 minutes and 1 second. Alright, that will be a screenshot. Let's listen.
A fan of Trump, and I think there's a lot of stuff in the media which are lies.
Go on.
I don't know yourself. You're obviously anti-Trump.
No, go on. What are the lies that you're unhappy about?
Well, no, I just think you even said this morning. You said it's okay for him. What is it? The quote you used? It's okay to be racist again.
Yeah.
When? Okay. So how do you draw that conclusion?
He accused Barack Obama of not having been born in America and lying about his birth certificate.
So how's that racist?
Birtherism is racist because Barack Obama is well, you can't. I mean, you can talk over me if you want, Stephen. But okay, no, you crack on. There have been previous
presidents that have actually been white that have also not been accused of being born in America. So was that also racist?
No, of course it wouldn't be racist. Who was that, by the way?
I think a president from 1880. It goes back over
No, come on. You're on national radio. You've got your ducks in a row. Tell me about the last time an American president was accused of not being born in America.
I've forgotten the names, but
don't be silly. Don't tease me. Of course you haven't forgotten the name. You wouldn't come on the radio and say something and then immediately fall apart in response to the first question you're asked.
It's not falling apart.
Okay, so let's go back to the lies that have been told about Donald Trump. Which one would you reach for first?
Well, the one that you just said it's okay for the racist to come out.
Well, we've just demonstrated he's very popular with racists, Stephen. I think we can all agree on that.
Well, he's not popular with racists.
So it wasn't white nationalists that invaded the Capitol last week, then?
This is where I sort of got confused. He said something last year. It sounded like he said last week. Okay, so it's last year. Okay. Let's move it back slightly.
It wasn't white nationalists that invaded the Capitol last week, then?
Yeah, he did say
last week, then.
Yeah, he did say last week. That's what he says.
Steve Bannon, his key advisor during the presidential campaign, who's now been pardoned for ripping off Trump supporters, he didn't say you should wear the accusation of racism like a badge of honour.
Well, that's his quote. I mean, if that's what he's saying. But you can't just say then that everyone that marched on the Capitol is racist.
I didn't. I said they were white nationalists.
Well, you're also portraying that.
So let's go back to the lies, Stephen. Let's go back to the lies that the mainstream media in America has told about Donald Trump.
Well, I've just told you the fact that he's racist.
But we've just proved that he is.
But because he's questioned someone's birth certificate, that makes him racist.
No, because he questioned a black man's birth certificate, knowing that it was absolutely untrue. So that would be called a racist lie, which is encouraged to make people who are uncomfortable with Barack Obama's skin colour believe something that's not true about him, because it then undermines the legitimacy of his presidency. So, briefly, because, I mean, it's not going great, but I'd like you to stick around for a little bit longer. What is it you liked about him, Stephen?
I think that he come out and spoke a lot of the truth on stuff.
Yeah, what stuff?
He hung up.
Stephen's hung up.
Wow. Let me read some of the comments. He can even name one thing he liked about the, was it
TFG, LOL. The former guy. The real answer to the question would have proven the host point. Can we listen to this show in the US? I need some more humor in my day. This is gold. Alright, James O'Brien is too quick for some of his callers. I don't know why they keep trying to face up with him. Late for a clan cookout, and he needs to stop for raisin cause potato salad. Alright, let's go to my last one. Last one. Okay, so let's listen. Alright, Anna wasted no time gathering Marco Rubio. Alright, it's 1 minute and 13 seconds.
They have been outdoing themselves as to who kisses his ass more. Who can kiss the ring, who can... And I get it. They're trying to audition to be vice presidents, and that is a big part of being his vice president, is who can suck up to me. But worse amongst them is the senator from my state of Florida, Marco Rubio. I'd like us to take a look at what he said.
This is the quintessential show trial. This is what you see in communist countries. This is what I grew up having people in this community tell me about. It happened in the days after the Castro Revolution. Obviously, those led to executions. This, on the other hand, is an effort to interfere in the election.
How dare you, Marco? How dare you? 5,600 Cubans, at least, were shot in front of firing squads. Another 1,200 were shot and died because of extrajudicial hearings. How dare you use their name in vain so that you can suck up to this man? I know you want to be his vice president, but don't you dare use the name of these people who died protecting freedom and compare our U.S. judicial system to what happens in Cuba, what happens in Nicaragua, what happens in Venezuela. Te debería de dar vergüenza.
Ooh, she was at it. Look at Sunny's face right there. She just let her speak. Alright, let's pause it. Sonny Huston, oh, that's my comment here. Sonny Huston's face at the end. Trump's first one, I second-eyed Anna. That's her. I remember being at my old gym listening to her at the end of a debate. I forgave her because Trump got a lot of people the first time. She was one of many who jumped ship once she saw the BS. I don't know when she jumped ship, but he was the first one. What is it? What I mean here, I need to pay for Twitter so I could write all my thought. What is it? During first Trump election, he was running. There was a debate. I was at my gym. I could picture myself exactly where I was. And then I stopped and listening to her, and I was like, what the hell am I listening to? It was her who was making a commentary after the debate. I believe it was on CNN or something like that. And then ever since I've been, second eyeing her. And I think now she got the picture. She, just like many other people, and I believe this guy probably did vote for him too, but he was the very first one. I remember I had cable. I was watching his show. He was like, he's no longer a Republican. I remember that very well. All right, so let's leave that alone. That's it. All right, let me see. I have 2 notifications. Let me check them out if it's worth sharing with you. Okay, I'll share these 2 with you. So he just followed me. He posted something that did I respond? Oh, I'll have to go back to it. So I went straight to his thing. So now he's following me. He posted something about the Sussexes, and then out of nowhere, all the haters came in, start talking, and I wrote in his comment because I did it before I started recording, and I was like, I need to come back to your post. Let me see, maybe if I go on my likes, there it is. Is this one here? That's him. There's my comment here. For those who were shedding tears of pain in my previous post, it's obvious you don't know what a statesman is. A statesman is a man who is respected leader in national or international affairs. Prince Harry is a revered leader. He and his wife, a stateswoman, are unstoppable. Alright, so that was his post, making reference to a previous post that he did because the haters came. And there's me here. Well, thank you for your post. I need to return to it, continue blacking spree. Any post that either has Meghan's picture or mention Meghan, they come out crying. She's not whatever. Yet, she keeps getting their attention. If Missing Woman had a fraction of Meghan's work, they'll praise every day. Alright, that was one I responded to. There's me responded to it in here.
Okay, so why are you even in this guy's comment? It is obvious she's something. Otherwise, why are you even under his comment? Make sure you look in the mirror as you spit your evil tongue. Meghan hasn't said a damn word, let's see, since ever. But people like you constantly crying about her. The F. Alright? I don't even need to read her nonsense. And there's him here. He probably saw my thing and said, he followed me. Let me follow him too. Because it just appear. Oh, I am following him. Okay. I am following him. So, yeah. So that's that. There's one more notification. So that's this, her facial expression. This has absolutely nothing to do with the Sussexes. That's why I didn't even put it on my list. But since people like it, might as well share it with you. And I'm almost an hour now. Okay, period, Pooh. Alright, 16 seconds. Let's listen. I will put screenshot in between to at least interrupt it, but she is so cute.
Siri, how you say graduated in Spanish?
In Spanish, graduated is graduado.
Girl, I just graduated.
That's me responding. Her facial expression did it for me. Then her hand holding the phone. Somebody responded. Okay, so that's it. May God continue bless that young girl. And the rest that I mentioned on my tweet, baggage for God. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Oh, let's look back in. Okay, 200. Okay, before I refresh it, $200.56. Let's refresh and see if it goes lower. It stays the same.
A few moments later.
So this is the amount around. I'm still editing. It's 7:52 a.m. $186.58. I don't know how every time I'm having new videos, but the estimate is going down. So I just wanted to show you. I should have recorded because I refreshed it again. That $200 was on the screen. I should have recorded instead of taking screenshot. But anyway, so that's the amount. We'll see if tomorrow I record. We'll see what the number is. Alright, so that's that. If by the time I'm editing it, it changed again, I'll share it with you. Well, we'll see tomorrow's video. Forget about screenshot. Okay, tomorrow's video. Hopefully I record tomorrow or the next video. $200. Alright, thank you for watching. That's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. And, if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better